Yeah, trying to paint in a blizzard today. It's supposed to be spring. It's the end of April. Oh yeah, thank God for a nice sunny day. I wouldn't have it any other way. When you got to start jockeying stuff around in the yard, good thing all the ice and snow is gone. Get the 42 Chev panel truck out there and hook onto the trailer. And you should always have a bumper hitch or a trailer hitch on the front of your truck, especially with a winch, because you can hook the trailer on there and you can suck any vehicle up onto the trailer, and then you just unhook, turn the truck around, and away you go. A great way to load vehicles that don't run. This trailer ball, you got to be really careful of it because it doesn't always catch all the way on this front one. The truth is, the ball that I've got on here is too small for the receptacle, but it works if you're careful. And we'll squeeze this car out of here. Now, we put this car in the garage here before we headed for Thailand last fall, and it came, a quarter of an inch of clearance on each side because I had to get all four vehicles in there plus the trailer. So it takes a lot of jockeying. I actually had to pull it out as far as I could, unhook, turn the truck, hook it up again, and pull it away because there's not enough room in the back alley here. But this is a great work truck, when you got to jockey stuff around. And a trailer, you should always have a trailer as well because there's just so much stuff you can move and things you can do if you got a trailer. 29 Dodge, we got to get her out of one bay, out of the big bay, put it into the little bay where it's kind of out of the room, and hopefully keep the dust off it as much as we can. And then I'm taking the Solstice back into the garage because the tires are flat on it and it's not running. So I'm gonna have to jump the battery. And I didn't put a battery tender on this car because I bought it in 2008 brand new. Well, I bought it in 2009. It was a 2008 model. And it hasn't had a battery change since. So I'm planning on changing the battery anyway. And so let's not bother putting a battery tender on it over the winter. When I do get this car down off the trailer, I'm going to bring it back into the garage and then change the battery. To change the battery, you've actually got to remove the rear part of the fender, and then this bracket here has to swing out, and then you can take the battery out. I mean, it's just a Solstice anomaly. Baking soda and water gets rid of the corrosion from the hydrochloric acid in the battery and cleans up that copper really nice so that you get a good connection. You want to start new again every time. Stick a new battery in, expensive, what was it, $169 I think it was. Stick it back in, tie it down, and so anyway, yeah, we got the car started, right, boosting it, and then we'll get ready to take it off the trailer. This alleyway, back alleyway, is on a slope. It's like going down from behind my Chev truck and backing down the slope there, which is not always the best. You can see the shape of the garage patio thing there in front of the garage. It shows you that there's a slope there. So I've got these two huge 3-inch thick planks. I made some steel, what do you call those things for loading and unloading, but they were just too heavy. So I used these planks instead. And they're good. Now, one thing that you want to do always is have those things secured. Your ramp's got to be secured to the trailer. So I've got bolts actually that go in there, and so they won't drop off. You don't want to drop your car, then you'd be doing a lot of repairs. So sneaking down these ramps, and then something really weird happens. That trailer ball let go. Yeah, and then it starts snowing. We had like a foot of snow. There's 4 inches right there. And I got my truck in the garage, except it only comes in that far because either the truck's too tall or the house is too short. The project is to paint this grill because it was all rusty. Well, it's a good excuse. Truth is, yeah, really clumsy yesterday, unloading the Solstice from the trailer. and the ball hitch came off the back of the truck. Trailer went up in the air, took a dive into the grill of the truck, and so the top part, the bars that go horizontally, yeah, they got pretty bent up. So I had to take it all apart and beat that into place and then paint it. And then I figured, well, I might as well paint the bottom part of the grill as well, because there's rust spots on the whole thing. And my wife's been after me. She doesn't want the truck to be ugly. Are you kidding? That truck's not ugly. Yeah, my wife's painting the kitchen. Look at that. You go in the house and she's got the roller going.
I need to tell her.
She's doing a great job. Oh man, this blizzard. I mean, it was cold and snowy and blowy. Yeah, so what did we learn today? Well, this week, make sure that ball is tightened on. That's the second time it's happened to me, actually. And the issue is, let me make an excuse, right? We flew for 20 some hours to get from Thailand to Calgary and holed up in our house and trying to get over jet lag. And the way to get over jet lag, I find, and my wife as well, is that you just get up at the right time for where you are at present and get out there and get working. And so, I get out here and I get working and find I'm actually really clumsy. But it takes about a week to get over that and get to the point where you really are yourself again. So we got through that week. Next week, I've got a really good idea, something I want to share with you. I'm going to turn our attached garage on the other end, up the front of the house that faces the street, into a sandblasting and paint booth. And then I'm going to paint this Solstice because it's had like belt buckle scratches on it, and it's a little bit of hail and rock chips and all that kind of stuff. And yeah, I don't like taking it out when it's not pretty, because it's a really cute car and so much fun to drive.
If you're a boy like me, you need to subscribe. Make sure to subscribe to Car Cobbler. It's my grandpa's channel, Car Cobbler channel, on YouTube. YouTube, you're gonna like it. Make sure to subscribe. You're gonna like it. Please subscribe. Grandpa Car Cobbler. If you're a man like me, you need to subscribe.